Starting from today, more precautionary measures are being put in place at workplaces to lower the risk of a large spike in COVID-19 cases. Social gatherings and interactions are no longer allowed at work, and tougher action will be taken if there are positive cases amongst staff. If an employee is found to have contracted COVID-19 and was in the workplace on any of the previous 7 days, the company must implement a SNEF 14-day work-from-home regime for all employees who are able to do so. Work from home should start no later than 1 day after the positive test result. And the company should encourage all employees to conduct self-swab tests every 2 to 3 days during the 14-day period. These updated guidelines on safe management measures at the workplace were issued by the Manpower Ministry together with the National Trades Union Congress and the Singapore National Employers Federation. And joining me now for a closer look is SNEF's Executive Director, Sim Gim Guan. Welcome to the show, Gim Guan. Help us understand the reasons or rationale behind these stricter guidelines. Now, the Health Ministry said on Monday that the recent clusters at the workplace are due to lax safe management measures, especially in areas like staff canteens and pantries.
I think we should look at the new measures in the context of the increasing number of cases. And of course, the COVID-19 virus continue to evolve. And so the steps we need to take will also have to evolve. And this will help to arrest and prevent a significant increase in the number of cases.
And Gim Guan, how has the reaction from firms and employers been to the new guidelines? Any concerns from them?
I think generally employers do understand the need to take steps like this so that we can keep our employees as well as workplace safe. However, as these measures have only been recently announced, I think employers are also seeking greater clarity, especially as different employers have got quite different work arrangements. So let me give an example of an employer that may operate across different floors within the same building. So should they encounter a case, the question that they ask is whether there is a need to then have all employees across all floors who can work from home immediately. And of course, the need to implement the SNEF 14-day measures can be quite challenging because there's going to be quite a lot of communication that's required and could also be disruptive. So companies and employees alike actually do need to be a lot more agile as well as resilient, even as different kind of measures may need to be put in place to help us be a lot more resilient towards COVID-19.
And Gim Guan, talking about challenges, you mentioned earlier quite briefly, what could be other possible challenges in following the rules, and how could work operations be affected?
Okay, one thing that I think we need to remember is that this is but one of many different measures that needs to come together. They all complement each other. So in addition to requiring workers to work from home, actually there's also the other part, which is the regime for testing. As more people are vaccinated, it is likely that they will present with no symptom, or what we call asymptomatic, even as they may have the COVID-19. So testing more regularly actually will allow employers and individuals alike to know if they indeed have the virus much earlier. And if they know that before they go to the workplace, then the disruption to operations will be significantly reduced. It will be good if the government can look into how they can support businesses with the testing, right? So our strategy is trace, test, vaccinate, right? So test is one of the steps, and providing the test kits to company. I think the government is already preparing to do that up to end of this year, right? I think if the government can continue to support businesses with this particular cause, I think that will be quite useful and helpful. As you know, it can serve as a bit of a forewarning, right? Allowing individuals to do regular testing. And then if they find that they are, let's say over weekend, they find that they're positive, then they can immediately seek help. I think the spread across the community will certainly be managed better if people are doing more regular testing. We note also that in these latest measures that have been implemented, it is also somewhat calibrated, as workers that do need to go to the workplace can continue to go to the workplace. Separately, I think there are also employers that have also implemented, continue to implement measures such as Team A, Team B to ensure business continuity. And they are certainly hoping that there can be further calibration in terms of how the steps are being taken. So for example, if Team A, an individual in Team A has COVID-19, perhaps since Team B did not come into contact with Team A, that Team B be allowed to go back to the office. I think this will certainly present greater flexibility for companies, even as they are also taking steps to prevent further spread through the workplace.